What's approaching the supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? Let's go ahead and start another showcase video for a tested unit. This is going to be the Heroes Return Ultimate Gohan. It seems like people voted for this guy to be showcased next by a long shot. So I guess, there's a lot of interest in this guy. Maybe he's, fairly outdated, so a lot of people haven't really used him, I'm guessing. So that's probably where that interest is coming from. I'm going to just go ahead and start out by saying the card design for this card is probably one of my favorites, definitely within top 10 card designs within Dokkan Battle. Pretty pivotal moment within the Dragon Ball Z manga, so probably that's where that nostalgia is from and why I like this card. But yeah, let's go ahead and start off the test and then cover the stats a little bit. But as always, definitely make sure to like the video, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel. So he's got the leader skill for +3 ki for all types. Very, very outdated leader skill there. Super Kamehameha is the super attack, causes supreme damage and raises attack for 3 turns. His passive skill will add 80% to attack when HP is above 30%. And in terms of link skills, he's got All in the Family, defense increase of 15%. Saiyan Lineage will add +1 ki. Kamehameha will add 2500 to attack when super attack is launched. Shocking Speed will add +2 ki. Power Bestowed by God adds 2500 to attack when super attack is launched. Supreme Power with attack and defense increase of 1000, and then Fierce Battle will increase attack by 15%. He falls into 2 categories, which is Hybrid Saiyans and Majin Buu Saga. Yeah, I just kind of went with, honestly, a super physical team. I don't know, just for the simplicity of the video, I kind of chose to do this on a super physical team. So his output will be a little bit better on a Majin Buu Saga team, probably with team setups and link skills building based off of more diverse amount of cards and units available. But he falls into the Hybrid Saiyans, but obviously the strength version is the leader for that category, so there's no sense in there's no way to put him in that category, so to speak. So that's kind of why I decided to just go ahead and do it on a super physical team. Now this is a server test, so the stats do differ a little bit, and the potential levels are pretty much maxed out. So let me just cover the HP, attack, and defense stats at rainbow status. HP is going to be at 13,710. Attack is at 12,671. And defense is at 9,266. 12 ki multiplier is 145%. And in terms of how this team is kind of built around him, you'll see him linked 99.9% of the time with the Sword Gohan you see on the left. He provides, the +3 ki and then 40% toward attack and defense for super physical types. So definitely helps out there. And then the pen unit will add 30% toward attack for all allies also. And you'll also see the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan as well, since he does provide that 35% increase to attack and defense for all allies. So that's kind of how this overall team is built around him, just to maximize his damage output. And in all honesty, this guy is actually surprising me. I mean, obviously the stats and levels are a little bit buffed up, and it's at some point a little bit unrealistic, but at the same time, if it's anywhere close to the resemblance of what he's displaying in terms of firepower, I mean, he's actually still pretty decent. Again, I don't know how many people are still using this guy in their teams, so I don't necessarily know how active he is, I guess, in a way. But from what I'm seeing, he does pretty decent. And I mean, we are factoring in a lot of help from the support type units. So at a flat card rate, I mean, his output's not going to be anywhere close to that. But you build teams based off of the I don't know, unity or harmony within the team overall as a balanced setup. So I mean that is certainly a factor when you're when you're building teams. So I mean, at the same time, he's not providing his card himself as crazy as an output. I mean, factoring in the other support and other units, I mean, it's just as important. So looks to be going into Dokkan mode. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. I mean, the other Gohan and Pang unit are providing a pretty decent boost toward his attack. So hopefully it'll be a decent amount. So yeah, without the critical, about 924,000. That's really not that bad considering it's against Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Plus, this guy is, at this point in time, I mean, a really old unit. Like I said, I haven't really used him in a really long time. So it's kind of nice to know that at least these older units still have their uses. I guess they can still be used in a decent way. I mean, they can still provide some sort of help and advantages, I guess. So against the Cooler with type advantage, he did hit for about 1.6 million, so definitely very respectable output there. And obviously the intelligence type Ultimate Gohan's going to get that Extreme Z Awakening. Who knows when, but probably, I mean, the next one coming up, at least for JP, has got to be either the Tech Perfect Cell or the intelligence type perfect. I mean, not perfect, but Ultimate Gohan. I mean, it's going to be one of those two because that's the way the information was released initially before the EZAs came out. One card that I would love to see to have the Extreme Z Awakened is the Strength Gojira. He really needs an upgrade to become, I wouldn't say relevant, but become the powerhouse that he used to be. I mean, he was one of the top tier units in the game when he came out, so it'd be really nice to see him kind of come back to that status in a way. And luckily for me, I have him at 100% in my JP account, so I mean, I'm probably a little bit biased in saying that I'd like to see him come back with an Extreme Z Awakening. So far, this guy's not doing too bad, though. He's actually doing relatively well. Definitely surpassing my expectations. So, this Gohan hit for about 605,000 with critical, 300, roughly 20,000 without it. I mean, his output here is much higher. Without the critical, he hit him for about 616,000. So, I mean, in comparison to that, I mean, he's definitely a decent unit. So pretty good setup here. In addition to the link skills, each of them are providing 40% to increase to attack, and then 35%. So you're looking at 75% just from passive skills alone. So definitely really nice increase there. A little short of a mil there. Let's see how he does with the additional attack. Actually broke 1 million there against Angel Goku, so definitely nice. I mean, I guess it is important to note that his SA can now be farmed too with the Ultimate Gohan event. since the stage 1 does drop the farmable SA card, so that's good to know. And I'm glad Dokkan Battle is starting to do that, where more cards are available to be farmed instead of having to summon to raise their SA or waste it on Elder Kais and Grand Kais. I'm kind of glad they've increased the amount of cards available to be farmed a little bit. Alright, so we're getting close to wrapping up. We'll kind of go through this one with Dokkan mode, and then against the intelligence type Kid Buu with type advantage. So he did hit for about 2 million there with the critical. Definitely great output. But yeah, let's close it out. Hopefully pretty decent output here, and then we'll conclude the video. But thanks for participating in the voting for which card you wanted to be showcased next, and hopefully you enjoyed it.